Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Alhamdulillahi rabbil alamin wa bihi nasta'inu ala umuri dunya waddin. Wassalamu ala Muhammad asyrafil anbiya'i wal mursalin wa ala alihi washabihi ajma'in. Amma ba'du, brothers and sisters. Tonight I would like to complete my previous speech regarding the relation between Islam, Iman and Ihsan. But now one thing that we have to add is about taqwa. It is very common that everybody can mention the meaning of taqwa, but I think many concepts should be clarified. Taqwa sometimes is interpreted as afraid of God, but the fact is not that simply afraid of God. The meaning of taqwa is many actually. One is to do the command of God, and the other one is to leave what is prohibited by God. And the Quran is very clear. We are commanded to perform the command of God, ittaqullah, in the real sense of the word. I mean, ittaqullah haqqa tuqatih. And then after that, wala tamutunna illa wa antum muslimun. And please don't die while you are not Muslim. There is a relation between taqwa and being a Muslim. Taqwa is actually can be mean doubt, no doubt of performing what is commanded by God. And the other one is like the feeling of contention, the feeling of rida, the feeling that you are pleased to do what is commanded by God. Ibn Abbas interpreted the meaning of taqwa is afraid of God, simply just afraid of God. So there are so many levels of taqwa actually. The first level, first is not to believe in other power other than God, rather than Allah. La ilaha illallah. There is no other God but Allah. And to leave what is called shirk. This is a big thing that we have to avoid in our life, being a Muslim. And secondly, is not to do something prohibited, to leave maksiyah. And the third is to leave bid'ah. Bid'ah means not in the very narrow-minded sense, but bid'ah is to innovate something that are not in the teaching of Islam. Another thing that we have to avoid our food, whether it's halal or haram. And the other one, the most important thing is that we have to do in the whole our life with the good conduct, and this is called akhlaq or adab. Adab is not simply that we are good to other person. Adab is the kind of attitude that we know what we do based on our knowledge. So actually when we are searching the knowledge of Islam, and we reach the higher rank of that knowledge, we are reaching the rank of adab, and the person who are muta'addib is equal to the person who is educated in the modern sense. So how to keep our life according to this kind of taqwa meaning? We have to keep simply, we have to keep our eyes for doing something prohibited by God, our ears, our nose, our mouth, our heart, and our stomach. This is the gate of doing against taqwa. So if we apply this kind of meaning to the real life, it is something like afraid of doing something that is not suitable for our soul and our psychological situation. Umar radiallahu anhu once upon the time asked by the Sahaba, what is the meaning of taqwa? He replied that taqwa is like walking in the place where so many things that is dangerous for your physique, and you keep yourself of committing something that is very dangerous for you. Dangerous in the sense is dangerous for your soul, dangerous for your mind, dangerous for your body, and the whole thing that you have in your life. So to live in this world, we have to be patient for doing something prohibited by God. Last time I have delivered a speech after Subuh that sober has many meaning. Wa in tasbiru wa tattaqu fa inna Allaha min azmil umur. What is sober mean? Sober is kind of taqwa, is the way to taqwa. Sober is so many things. Sober for the poor people is not angry with God or do something that again the command of God. In the example of our daily life, for example, the poor tend to corrupt. The poor people tend to kufr. Yakadul fakru an yakuna kufran. It's very close. The poor people is very close to kufr. And the poor people, when they are not patient, they will do something like robbing, stealing, and so and so. And for the rich man, who is very patient, is those who spend their money for the sake of God. And another verse is also mentioned, wa in tasbiru wa tattaqu la yadurrukum syai'an. If you are very patient and you are in the rank of taqwa, you keep yourself for doing something prohibited by God, then nothing can happen to you or nothing can be very dangerous to you. The other verses, An-Nahl, Inna Allaha ma'alladhina taqaw walladhina hum muhsinun. This is very, very interesting here. God is with those who is muttaqun and those who do Islam in the rank of ihsan. So this is very ideal Muslim, of course. Inna Allaha ma'alladhina taqaw walladhina hum muhsinun. I mean, he keep himself is not to do something bad, and he also believe in God as if God see him. If he doesn't know God, so he believe that God see him. And of course, this is the rank of al-ulama as-salihun al-muttaqun. And God is with those who have the rank of taqwa. Inna Allaha ma'al muttaqin. Ma'al muttaqin is not something simple. Ma'al muttaqin means always, God is always with you. God keep you. God protect you. God give whatever you want. Upon the time the Sahaba asked the Prophet, "O Prophet of God, I cannot wake up in the mid of night to pray tahajjud, and I cannot also donate money because I am very poor, and then I cannot also fasting, for example, on Monday and Thursday. So what you can do?" The Prophet asked. I love the Prophet and God. Ana uhibbullah wa rasuluhu. The Prophet answered in very diplomatic way. You are with whom you love. Anta ma'a man ahbabta. This is not simple. If you are with God, it means you don't need to, for example, to think that this is a prayer and giving zakat and doing something good for the sake of other than God. If you love God, you need to do this thing. this kind of thing. You need to say the prayer. You need to fast in Ramadan. You need to donate something that this need to be held. This is the rank of love of God. This is love in Sufi term is equal to what is called taqwa in our daily life that we understand now. And also the person who believe in God and a Muslim, of course, and the person who is in the rank of ihsan, and he is also muttaqun, God also give the promise, man yattaqillah yaj'al lahu makhrajan wa yarzuquhu min haythu la yahtasib. Who are in the rank of taqwa will be given the solution in the whole of his life, and he will be given the rizqi in the way that he never imagined. And then God also give the rank, the people who is in the rank of taqwa, the respectable position. Inna akramakum indallahi atqakum. The person who are very respectable in this world is those who are muttaqun. Mean the person who always keep himself for doing something prohibited by God, and something that is very dangerous for himself, and also something it is not important for himself. So Muslim, the good Muslim is to leave whatever is not important for him. Khairul a'malihi you remember this one? Tarkuhu ma la ya'nihi. Khair min husni islamil mar'i tarkuhu ma la ya'nihi. Don't do something rubbish in the life. Min husni islamil, the best thing that the Muslim have to do is to leave what is not important for him in his. Something is not important, of course. Something is not bring us into the heaven, not bring us into the ridha Allah. Inna Allaha ma'al muttaqin wa wal jannah, in the heaven is uiddat lil muttaqin. The heaven is only for those who are at the rank of muttaqin. So in this occasion I would like to remind myself and you of all to elevate, to improve our Islam into Iman, and our Iman into Ihsan, and our Ihsan into Muttaqin. And this fasting of Ramadan, kutiba alaikumus siyam kama kutiba alal ladina min qablikum la'allakum tattaqun. Hopefully you will reach the rank of Muttaqun by fasting Ramadan, by believing in God, and by performing whatever is commanded by God, being in Islam, being Muslim religion, being the embracer of Islam. And this is all I would like to ask you. Apologize. This is my last speech, I think. I will be leaving to Indonesia. Thank you very much for your kindness to hear me, and pray for me to safar to Indonesia safely. Thank you very much. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.